The time now, it's 5 o'clock in the morning down on this Tuesday morning, January 14th, 2014 on a Tuesday morning, and it's time now for the weather producer PJ Wiggins. The morning report, Tuesday morning, January 14th, 2014. Good morning to you all on this lovely Tuesday morning. Our current age is at 5 o'clock in North Massachusetts. It's a balmy 51 degrees with fair skies with a humidity 83%. Wind speed south about 8 miles per hour, barometer 285 inches, 2.46 degrees, visibility 10 miles per hour, wind chill about 48 degrees. Okay, let's take a look at our radar scope. It shows a lot of rain showers from southern Quebec and Northern Maine and western New Brunswick and stretching out for western Vermont, down for the New York State, down for Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and stretching out for southern Ohio, down for West Virginia, down for Virginia, down for eastern Kentucky, and down for the Carolinas, and down for Georgia, and down for northern and western portions of Florida, and off the Florida Gulf Coast.
Now these firefighters who brave this
in sleep belts and northeastern portions of New Brunswick, snow showers in south central portions of Quebec and western portions of Quebec, and batches rain showers in central portions of Nova Scotia and stretching up the New Brunswick coastline, snow showers in western and central and eastern portions of Prince Edward Island there, and a lot of snow showers in from southern Manitoba down from central and eastern portions of North Dakota down from eastern Minnesota down from Wisconsin, and sleep belts in western portions of Wisconsin down from eastern portions of Iowa, rain showers in central and central portions of Iowa down from northern Missouri. A lot of rain showers in western Kansas down from southwestern portions of Nebraska. A lot of snow showers in north central Colorado and stretching out for western portions of Nebraska, down for central Wyoming, and down for Montana, and stretching on the eastern Idaho. A lot of rain, sleet, and snow pelts in the western Washington mountains, west in Washington, east to Seattle here. And patches of snow showers in east central portions of British Columbia, and down for northeastern British Columbia, down for west central portions of Alberta here.
Steady and more widespread by lunchtime today. So your
Yellowtail, Montana. Good morning. 30 degrees with broken clouds here. Alright, let's take a look at our satellite loop. It shows a lot of clouds from southern tip of Mexico down for the Gulf of Mexico, stretched down for northern Florida, and then up the Atlantic seaboard into the eastern United States, and stretching down for Atlanta, Canada here. Patches of broken clouds from the Great Lakes that stretch down Wisconsin and Minnesota and eastern Dakotas, and stretching out Iowa down from Missouri, down for Nebraska and Kansas, and curving out for northeastern Colorado and Utah, and stretching out the eastern portions of Wyoming, and down for central portions of Montana, and down for northern Idaho. Patches of clouds from West Oregon, down Washington, and British Columbia, and Alberta here. Patches of clouds from eastern portions of Saskatchewan, down from Manitoba, down in northern portions of Ontario here. Okay, let's take a look at our map situation here. High pressure centered off the Oregon coastline. High pressure centered between Oregon and high pressure in western Oregon, and high pressure in central Oregon. Low pressure centered in southwestern Minnesota, northern Alabama, northern Quebec, and west central portions of Alberta. Warm front from eastern Alberta down for southern Saskatchewan. Stationary front from western Manitoba stretching down through southern Manitoba, and cold front from North Dakota down to Minnesota down through Lake Superior down for Ontario, and about a warm pressure through Georgia, cold front from Gulf of Mexico stretching down from Alabama, pink front from Alabama, and stationary cold front from Tennessee stretching to Kentucky down for Ohio down through western New York and down for Ontario, and pink front up and into Quebec. Station front from central portions of Montana down for central portions of Wyoming down for South Dakota. Warm front from southern Montana down from Wisconsin. Front of boundary from eastern portions of Colorado down from New Mexico. Front of boundary from central portions of Kansas down for Iowa. And in front of boundary down to California coastline here. It's 47 degrees out, temperature right out of Boston. A pair of 49s in Washington, D.C. and Atlanta. 72 in Miami, 50 out of Brownsville, 39 in Dallas, 39 in Kansas City, 26 in Chicago, 28 in Minneapolis, 37 in Denver and Albuquerque, 31 out in Salt Lake City, 27 in Great Falls, 51 in Seattle, 52 in San Francisco, and 62 in Los Angeles here. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast discussion for
Yesterday, so that really is going to be the first order of business once they can get under control to get in there.
For today, steady rains expected with an area of low pressure tracking up the eastern seaboard on Tuesday, and light snows and gusty winds are possible with a pair of clipper systems streaking throughout the north central United States. And conditions will remain dry out west. Wind spread shower activity will continue to break out ahead of a cold front across the Appalachians on Tuesday. The best chance for having heavy and organized precipitation will be over the coastal areas from the Carolinas and Maine. New area of low pressure lifted northward along the eastern seaboard. There will be a predominantly rain event by the eastern United States, but some high elevations of interior New England could see a wintry mix of precipitation. This southern portion of the front will be slow to push away from the southeast coast on Wednesday, bringing another state of showers to southern Florida. A clipper system will bring gusty winds and short of cool air while it drops further to the central United States on Tuesday and pushes toward the Atlantic coast on Wednesday. That system will have limited moisture to work with, but a swathe of snow will be possible with the surface slow tracking throughout the Great Lakes. Also, some light snows will be possible within the passage of the trail. No cold front upstream. A second clipper system dropping throughout Canada will bring another round of light snows and strong winds to the north central United States on Wednesday. Out west, an upper ridge building back into over the west coast Gulf Central Eastern Pacific will keep locations west of the Canada Divide dry over the next few days. Okay, let's take a look at our
Wrapped up some 750 complaints from 2010 to 20.
forecast discussion. Low pressure will bring rain and mild temperatures to the region today. Will bring dry weather and return in later tonight on Wednesday. The ocean storm will likely track too far offshore Thursday to bring widespread rainfall to southern New England. Another low pressure area will move late Friday night and Saturday with either storm, mixed rain and snow. Colder, dry weather will be returned for Sunday and Monday. Near-term forecast: widespread rainfall today with areas rain over Cape Cod and the islands, along with rain and warmer than normal temperatures. Models in good agreement on the first series of shortwave throws to impact the region begin today again later this week. High amplitude long wave. It's true with access over the MSVL by providing a long fetch of soft chocolate moisture from the Gulf of Mexico to stream northward up the eastern seaboard into New England today, and early this evening is evolving a moist conveyor belt yield PWTS +2 to +3 STD affected in the region later today with highest values over the southeast Massachusetts. This combined with large scale ascent lift from the approaching shortwave will result in widespread rain today for the entire region. Further wave develops later today, early this evening over the or near the southeast Massachusetts. Those are the low-level jet focus the convergence across the area. This will likely result in higher rainfall totals over this region. Model QPF is very good agreement with rainfall, or at least a quarter inches across the entire region. That falls increase up to half-inch over Rhode Island, eastern Massachusetts, for southeast Massachusetts, including Cape Cod and the islands. Rainfall 3/4 and 1 inch possible. Both the SRAF and GEFS concur with a probably of 1 inch to combine in southeastern Massachusetts. Rain amounts after daybreak mainly led spotted for the morning commute that becoming more widespread by lunchtime. Midday, then steady rain throughout the afternoon past heavy or time. Especially of southeast Massachusetts, water above rainfall totals do not include any significant flooding. News that poor drainage services that flooding may impact the late day commute. However, weather story today will be the anomalous warmth in response to the strong low level warm air advection pre-dawn temperatures already in the upper 40s, low 50s. Warmest regions today will be across southeast Massachusetts with high to low 50s, about 50 degrees warmer than normal. And breezy conditions in this morning of south-southwest with about 50 to 25 miles per hour. Winds slacking to the south to the evening as low-level jet shifts offshore along with the surface wave development over the southeast Massachusetts at the P ground.
Last week, Governor Patrick announced the Washington.
Okay, let us take a look at our map situation. Here is the much warmer than normal today with temperature about 10 to 15 degrees above normal. Rain overspreads the region mid to late morning and then becomes steady this afternoon, perhaps having a time late this afternoon, early evening. Rain ends early this evening with heavy storms over southeast Massachusetts. A quarter and a half inch rain possible in western and central Massachusetts and much of Connecticut, and up in New Hampshire and up in Maine and Vermont. A half to 3/4 inch of rain possible from southeastern Connecticut and Long Island, stretching out for Rhode Island and down from Bristol and Plymouth County and up into Boston and in the North Shore. And 3/4 of 1 inch possible in southeast Massachusetts and Cape Islands. It'll be in the 50s from eastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island, and then Cape Islands will be in the 40s from western and central Massachusetts and up in Connecticut and up in New Hampshire and Maine and Vermont.
Of course, on national TV.
Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For today, patchy fog between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m., then patchy fog after 1 p.m. High near 52 degrees, south wind about 5 to 9 miles per hour, come in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles per hour, chance precipitation is 100%. New precipitation amounts between a quarter and a half inch possible. For the night, showers likely mainly before 10 p.m., patchy fog before 1 a.m. Avoid cloud skies and gradually becoming part of cloud skies. Low and 31 degrees. West wind about 3 to 5 miles per hour. Precipitation is 60%. New precipitation amounts between a 10th and a quarter inch possible. Wednesday, both skies high under 49 degrees. Calm wind becoming south about 6 miles per hour in the afternoon. Wednesday night, both skies low and 29 degrees. South wind about 5 miles per hour coming calm. Thursday, a slight chance rate of snow showers before 9 a.m. The chance rate in showers. Mostly skies high under 42 degrees. North wind about 7 miles per hour. Precipitation is 30%. Thursday night, a chance rate of snow showers before 11 p.m. Then a slight chance of snow showers between 11 p.m. and midnight. Most skies low 28 degrees. Chance precipitation 30%. Friday, both skies out here 44 degrees. Friday night, a chance of snow showers. Most skies low 29 degrees. Chance precipitation 40%. Saturday, a chance rate of snow showers. Most skies higher 40 degrees. Chance precipitation 40%. Saturday night, podcast low 22 degrees. Sunday, both skies higher 34 degrees. Sunday night, podcast low 19 degrees. And for Memphis for King Day, most of the skies higher 33 degrees. Peters, what a phrase of the day. Rainy Tuesday on tap. This is PJ Wiggins. You have a good day with a good positive attitude there. And I'm going to do the Weather Magician afternoon report from Monument Square in Portland, Maine. So if those of you coming to the Portland, Maine area,
for a free in-home estimate. You'll get a total home.
come to see how I do the Weather Magician. Have a good day.